It's Thursday, which means we're thinking like entrepreneurs. And today we're going to cover goal setting and setting you up for the new year. Hey, it's Erin Smith of the Starters Club, and welcome to another episode of Think Like an Entrepreneur Thursday, where we discuss the mindset shift of going from an employee to an entrepreneur. Today, I want to talk about goal setting, and it's the perfect time because we're just about to enter a new year, and I thought this was a great time to really think about how we make decisions of taking on new things, new projects, etc. in our business. And honestly, it's a chronic issue of entrepreneurs. I see this all the time. And, I talk about this a lot, that it's not bad businesses that fail. It's great businesses, but it's entrepreneurs, it's the decision makers making bad decisions and steering things in the wrong direction. Now, here's where I first came upon this whole big chronic issue, was that it was about a year ago, I launched a freebie, an opt-in called 50 plus business ideas that you can start today. Now, the assumption was that people wanting this opt-in would be brand new entrepreneurs who had never started a business, really trying to get the ideas rolling. Now, through that, there was about a 3 to 4 month funnel where they went to a product that was all about starting a business. So we talked about all the different things you'd need along the way, how to get the confidence up, issues you might come across, and then sold a product. Well, I wasn't getting the conversion that I wanted. So I asked the people who were going through, basically, why aren't you buying? And what I discovered was that a majority of them had already started a business. Now, it kind of got the wheels turning, and I discovered that it was people who were in the middle of their business. The crap part of your business, the drudge is what I'd like to call it. It gets really hard. You start, it's exciting, it's fun, it's got all these possibilities, and then the grind has to happen. The day in, the day out. You're getting small wins, but they're not big enough, and sometimes you're questioning if you should keep going. Now, the same type of thing popped up. I run masterminds. I've been running masterminds. We do 90-day masterminds where I love 3-month chunks at a time to really help get the progress down, but also, not too long, where we can get goals set and rolling. So I would be talking to some of these mastermind members and say, okay, we talked about X last week, how's that going? What's going on with that? Where do you need help, etc.? And I'd get these answers just out of left field where it'd be like, well, I thought about that, and I guess I just decided to take this, not even 180. It's like massively bigger than a 180, like massive shift. And I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm just going to do this. And it's those moments where we have to take a massive step back in our business and really understand major things, bigger pictures, okay? First of all, I talk about this in other videos, but your why. Why are you doing this in the first place? Because when you're in the grudge of your business, just, oh my God, like I always like to picture it as this murky, mucky water that you're trying to walk through. And it is taking massive effort to go 1 foot. And it's the same thing with business. You start, you jump in, it's fun, it's going, and then it's just this grudge. And so many times, we're in the middle of it and something shiny and beautiful shows up. And it's just it's natural for us to get off that path that's hard and go for the easy route. But what we don't understand is that there's grudge over there. We're just seeing the shiny, beautiful part. We just have to get involved in it again. And then we're so far in this grudge, if we just kept going, we get through it, but we go over somewhere else and then get a new grudge. And it's just a never ending battle of crap, and we can't get anywhere. So you've got to understand, first thing, why are you doing this? So as that shiny object appears, as you're in the grudge, you understand why you need to keep going. And the second thing, as you're looking at that bright, shiny object, thinking, I want to go for that, really understand bigger goals. So in one of the cases of, one of my mastermind students, I said, you had a big goal of lifestyle. Like you really wanted bigger, easier lifestyle where you weren't on the day-to-day, you're simplifying your life. How does this new thing fit with that? Because in my eyes, it's going to take you really far away from that. I know it's a shiny object. I know it seems easy. I know it seems a lot of fun. But have you thought deeper into this about how it affects your life as a whole? Or how it affects a massive goal? Like if you take this shiny object, but you've got a goal of, why, is that shiny object is it going to help you get closer to why? Because if it will, then by all means, it could be something you actually look into. But if it's going to take you further away, don't do it. This is so crucial. And so many people, they're just in the day-to-day, but it's hard. It's really hard. I've never, these people who try to sell the dream of be rich in 3 months, there was a lot of drudge and crap that they had to go through to get to that 3-month super win. And whatever they try to tell you is a lie, okay? So we have this illusion that it's going to be easy. And we have this illusion. Listen, I fall into the illusion. I've started so many businesses now, I feel like I can skip the crap, and I can't. Unfortunately, it's every time I get into it, it's like, oh God, I forgot about this. But the win, the afterwards is so worth it. The beginning is so much fun, but you gotta get through that middle part. So you've gotta understand bigger pictures. So one of the things I want you to do, now if you're watching this and it's in the middle of the year, it doesn't matter, okay? Take a deep breath and a step back and really think about, first of all, why you're doing this. If you don't know your why, if you don't know, what's the end goal? What do you want? What do you want the thing to be for yourself of why you're in this business in the first place? It can't be to make money, okay? It's just not going to get you through the crap. It's got to be a bigger mission at hand, and you really have to be in tune with that and understand that. The second thing, really have goals for your life and for your business, and those are a bigger picture. Understand those. Don't just get into a business and say, okay, this is where I want to be, but really, how does this business eventually align with your life? How, what are the goals for your business and what you want? Really understand these things. So every single time, this is going to be one of the best things you ever do throughout this year, because every single time when something comes up and you're like, oh, I like that. God, that seems so much easier than what I'm doing now. Let me go back to that. You really can say, what does this do? Here's this thing that I really, really want. Does this next thing take me further away from that goal, or does it actually get me there? If it does get you there faster and quicker, then by all means, sometimes shiny objects aren't a bad thing. Sometimes innovation, new ideas can be a good thing, but more times than not, it's people just kind of veering off, like, how could I make money another way? What should I do? How should I do this? I mean, we see this all the time with entrepreneurs. They're 1 minute they're this, next minute was 3 months later, they're doing something different. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? I thought you were a car salesman yesterday. Why are you suddenly something different? But we all get it. So really understand these things. Set it down before 2017 starts. Like I said, if you're watching this and we've already begun, take a step back and really say, what's my why and what are big picture goals? I want to know big picture goals, not just for your business, but for your life. Where do you want to be in 5 years? How does your business align with your family? Are you working the day-to-day at this point? Are you working on another venture? Are you, doing 2 different things? Like, what do you want? Sit there and really understand, what do you want in life as a whole, not just in your business. Also make business goals. Are you certain revenue goals, certain number of people you're going to serve and help, people you may want to employ. I mean, all these different things. Like, go big picture, break down those pictures on a 5-year plan, 3-year plan, 2-year plan, 1-year plan, and understand like what needs to happen in those months to get to those places of that first year. And then when those tempting things come falling from the sky and you're going through the hard stuff, instead of veering off and having to start from scratch and go through all that again, say, here's all these things I want to achieve. What is this shiny object? How does it align with those? It's going to be a lifesaver for you, okay? Don't get caught in the chronic problem of shiny object syndrome that most entrepreneurs fall into, and that's why they fail. Stick the course. Stick through the hard stuff. Keep getting through it. You will get there. As long as you understand big picture goals and your why, you will get there. So hopefully that helps. I'm telling you, if you can stick with that, understand those things, it's going to make a world of difference for you. As always, thank you so much for watching. We do this every Thursday, so subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and we'll see you next week where we're talking all things of going from an employee to an entrepreneur mindset.